Good morning, my dear students of class 7. Welcome to Prakash Vidyalaya, where students love to learn. Today we are going to do a wonderful chapter, Fire, Friend and Foe. A beautiful chapter which holds a lot of meaning for us to understand. Now, fire is equally good and bad. It is a friend and also a foe. How fire came up, how we human beings came across fire is still a mystery. There are many assumptions that man must have found fire from the natural lightning in the forest or must have discovered it himself when he was chiseling the stones to shape up tools. Early man, he did not know what fire was. And once he discovered the uses of fire, it was a great way of change in the civilized life for human beings. Let us see what this lesson holds in store. Early man did not know the use of fire, and he must have found it naturally somewhere in the natural forest where lightning got stuck, or must have discovered it himself while chiseling the stones for making tools. He must have felt frightened in the beginning, most probably, at the sight of fire. But today, we, we cannot do life without fire because we have been into it of cooking our food. We eat our food only when we cook it. So, fire has become so important and a part and parcel of our life that the morning starts with the fireplace, with the stoves, the burning gases, and let's see what and how this fire is equally both good and bad. Today, however, we know that fire is a chemical reaction. Three things are needed to cause a fire. They are oxygen, a fuel containing carbon and hydrogen, and some heat. These three things are very important. Energy is released in the form of heat and light when you start a fire. Excuse. Fuel is available in many forms like wood, charcoal, cooking gas, petrol, etc. etc. You all know well, dry twigs, paper, everything burns. However, it is only controlled when we are careful with it. Otherwise, fire can devastate everything around us, right from human life to natural places. In modern life, we use fire in many ways. It cooks our food, warms our homes, produces electricity, and it can control us, and we can control it carefully. When the fire goes out of control, it becomes a hazard and so bad that it is a bad master. Each year, many homes and shops are burnt by fire accidents. Fire destroys forests and kills human beings. There are three ways to control out fire. Either you stop the fuel, or cut out the heat from it, or reduce the temperature. If we can lessen any one of them, fire can be put out of control. Put out or controlled. This first way, therefore, is to remove the fuel is possible. At the source of fire, if the fuel is stopped, then fire is controlled. If not, if the temperature or the heat is reduced, fire stops. If not, the supply of oxygen to be cut off. Thus, small fires are put out with damp blanket or sack, and carbon dioxide can also put out fire. It is because it does not let oxygen reach the burning material. Once oxygen is evidently there, fire gets ablaze, and once oxygen is cut off, fire subsides. When we blow on a burning candle, it goes off. This proves that when we cut off oxygen, fire stops. And spreading fire is more dangerous if the fire is on oil. Fire produced by sources of oil or petroleum products is very dangerous if we splash water on it because it gets carried away with the water or spreads with the water because the fire gets afloat on the surface of water and it sets everything ablaze. So the best way to control fire on oil is to use sand or fire extinguishers. It is so because oil floats on water. We should not pour water on electric fires because the whole area may get earthed and may be shocked. Today we do few things to prevent fire at home, in school, in working places, in big constructed buildings. We should leave space in between. It will reduce the risk of fire. Every new home or school or any place must observe the rules to prevent fire, and the best and better way is to keep a safe distance from fire because fire gives warmth and fire also is equally dangerous. So, with this, I end the chapter. Hope you all understood it.